lines from this side over here. And we'll just indicate little short lines here and extend those mentally across it. When you block that line at this point, put the rods in the ground. The line jumps up and over. You're just literally creating a rainbow arch.
Why?
Why?
Why does it go round? I mean, why doesn't it go up to block it?
Well, I don't know. That's just the way it is. Good question. No, I don't know. We found this to be true, and it works even down into your sub-basements. We've gone down 5 levels in large buildings in Denver, blocked the lines outside, going down in the basements, and they're still gone. So it, it has effect above and below ground. Yeah, this distance will be about 200 meters across. It will take, most jobs that you go out on, a bundle of rods somewhat smaller than this will suffice. You'll find 1 to 2 dozen lines that need to be blocked. If you choose to and can, use a large ring beneath the transformer. That saves you an awful lot of pounding rods and locating the Hartman grid. It's not necessary to do that. You can block them with the rods. We did that for several years until we discovered that killing the transformer field with the ring was the simplest method. That'll save up to an hour on any given job site. If you can't locate the transformer, it's not convenient to put a ring on it, just go ahead and locate and block them on the south and the west side of the building. We haven't found any simple way to do everything at once. Like put a ring in a certain location and everything goes away. In the advanced course, which I teach on the second visit or later time, there is a method for handling the geopathic zones. But I want everybody to learn the old way, the hard way first. And practice. It's just so easy. Questions?
No.
Okay.
What about the harmonizers and their effects in
The harmonizer will reduce the effect quite significantly of all of the classes of geopathic stress, but it's still best to block them. If you keep the harmonizer active with the sound program, that will totally suppress the geopathics for about 100 yards. But if your battery runs out or the power goes off, they come right back.
Wes.
Take about a hand width from the end and then just bend it over your fingers. That's all right. Yeah, just a good hand width. You want it to rest on the heel of your hand. As near right angles as you can. rods are held very loosely. Don't put any pressure on them so that when you move your hands, they're just free to wander back and forth. They're held about level. And, okay. All right. I'll start off here. I'll leave a pair of rods at each location where I find geopathic. First I'm going to do geopathic stretch. And then as I come along, after I've made my round, I'll go back and get the Hartman grid on the west and on the south side. And then we'll do interference zones and personal zones. So I try to do each one separately so that it's clear in my mind. And I'll just leave the rod sticking in the ground at each location. And the handles will point the direction the energy is coming from. So you'll be able to tell which way it's going and the rods are opening properly. Right along the inside of the light lamp here. Laid out here now. I'll start one by one, go through with the rods held ready. As soon as they open on the line and return them to the search position, start on your next one and move right along. You can douse at a run if you need to. Okay, now the technique we use for blocking, I want to demonstrate that. Geopathic line running across here. We place the rods starting right at the intersection point, right where we found the line. We shove the rod in about halfway, push the handle down, come back to the other direction, push the handle down in good, and then staying parallel to the rods, you just drive them down on the ground good. And you'll find it's a lot easier to keep your arm right in line with it when you're driving the rod, rather than coming off at this angle and trying to drive it in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, it takes a good strong blow, so just let your wrist do the work. Now that's safe from any lawn work, or raking, or mowing, or anything. And it's out of sight, cover itself up in a few days, and the job is done.